you cannot just rely on that, a magic test to tell that the engine is good.
So the myth is actually not on the mileage itself. It's the condition of the.
So when you look at the oil, somehow change appearance,
the color.
black in color. So that means
So here got two oil filter. You can guess which one is ori, which one is a fake one. 3,
Right.
2, 1. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. Today we have two very important guests from PETRONAS, Mr. Surif and Mr. Jerry.
I
Okay.
hi.
Nice to meet you guys. Alright. Okay, so today our topic is to talk about engine oil, especially our new products, the Backstar. Okay? Okay, so and honestly, some of the questions today are the same question we got every day during our live session also, but today we have two professional guys to help us answer all these questions. Alright? Okay, so without further ado, let's go further. Okay, Malaysia driving condition. For example, I think many people, right, they don't realize when they drive car should take care about the engine oil or something like that. For example, in Malaysia, right, is the driving condition considered heavy using or just normal driving for Malaysia traffic?
Okay. This is very important question actually, Jason.
Mm.
Very interesting. Well, in general, Malaysia driving is heavy usage. Because why? Considering the climate, we have a very hot climate here, in average 25 to 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And then the traffic, very congested,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And also start-stop driving. So,
Because of the traffic jam.
yes, the traffic
Okay.
jam. That's why we say we are heavily usage when it comes to driving in Malaysia.
Okay, understand. So, is the traffic jam affect the engine oil? The traffic jam affect a
Well,
lot, right?
Definitely. Because why? During the traffic, the engine is not go up to the optimum operating temperature. So there is a lot of byproduct will be produced. Because why? The engine will consume more fuel
Yeah.
during the traffic.
Yeah. Understand.
And then on top of that, the engine oil, the coolant, the radiator will be stressed. I mean, the stress will be higher as compared to normal driving without traffic. So this basically will put more stress to the engine oil. And then the heat will build up also. And then on top of that, in the traffic, there is a lot of dust and dirt can go into the engine and mix with the engine oil. So this will reduce the oil lubricity properties.
Okay, I see.
actually I would like to add on a point. The airflow is also actually affecting the engine temperature, the ambient temperature. That's why a lot of time we see in the comments on Facebook that they usually ask, "Hey, my car when during driving is perfectly alright. When I stop at the traffic light,
Yes.
and then
car
the
overheat.
engine check light,
Oh,
yeah,
the
you
car
come out,
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
right,
Yes.
yeah.
Because
Okay,
when,
so
when
this
the
is the
car
reason why.
moving, the airflow will take away the heat.
Yes.
So when the car
right.
stopping, the heat
True.
is
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, understand.
Correct. I
Yeah.
agree with what you say.
Yeah, understand. Okay, so based on my knowledge, right, I know, right, for fully synthetic, the engine oil is last for 10K. Is that can slightly take longer to change? No need to wait 10,000 or need to change earlier?
Well, this slightly tricky question. And also answer is very subjective, Yes, actually the engine oil is designed, synthetic oil is designed to develop up to 10K, no issue.
No issue.
But again, it depends heavily on the usage, like the driving condition, the age of the car. So this thing actually very important to be considered, before you. And then another important aspect is the OEM recommendation. So 3 important point, you have to really consider, before you extend up to 10,000. Yes, the static can last up to 10,000, but the driving condition, the what we call it, the what I mentioned just now,
the traffic.
traffic,
Yes.
traffic,
So because when
and the OEM recommendation.
because when we start at the traffic, the engine is still running. The engine oil, additive, all the thing is still
Yes,
running.
yeah.
Yes.
You got the
So we
point.
reduce a
Yeah.
bit. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'd like to give you another simple analogy. Is that example? We have customer who actually use our product in a drag race.
Drag race.
Alright.
Okay.
So exactly, in fact, after a few laps, they will drain the engine oil. Even though exactly it not until 5,000 kilometers or 10,000 kilometers, right? Because the condition they use
yes,
the engine oil
heavy,
in a
heavy.
very
Correct.
extreme condition,
Yes, yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I know the drag race, especially racing lah. They all change the engine oil
Yes.
frequently one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
correct.
more trap. Yes, yes. Understand.
When we say drag race, it's also involve a modification to the engine. Do
Yes,
also
yes, yes.
impact to the heat in the engine as well as
Yeah, yeah. Heat very
engine
hot. The
oil.
engine hot. Sometimes
Yeah.
they put the ethanol inside to mix
Correct.
together with fuel. Yes,
Yes.
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 Understand. Okay, so guys, can understand, right? Very technical. Okay, so what is the common mistake Malaysian do when they change engine oil or about engine oil? Anything Malaysian mistake?
Well, based on my experience,
Mhm.
first a wrong oil grade.
Mm.
So that always be major mistake because they rely on the workshop to give a recommendation.
I see.
And then the secondly, actually, they don't check the oil level regularly.
Yep.
So that's why let me ask you a question, Jason. How often you check your oil level? I mean your engine oil level. I mean,
Depends,
personally.
but if I personally will be around 1 month or 2 months.
So that is good. But for the ordinary people, sometimes they don't even check until the next oil change.
Yes, yes, understand.
And then the third mistake, they like to drag the engine oil.
Yeah.
So that's why it is good if we can actually regularly monitor. So why I say the first point is a wrong oil grade because normally when you purchase your car, so let me ask you a question, the audience out there, right? How often you open your user manual? Or you just keep it,
Inside the glove box.
in your car,
Yes.
you know what? The user manual is very expensive.
Yeah,
It costs you easily a few thousand, but you don't feel it because it's a part of your car. So that's why a big question, how often you open your user manual?
Yes,
So
yes.
everything in the user manual will help you to determine
Yeah.
what engine oil is right for your car.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So remember, check your service manual. I think this one I also got mentioned before. Service manual contain all the information about your car.
Yeah. So check your engine oil regularly. Jangan hanya nak bila balik kampung, jalan long distance, baru keluar check awal pagi.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the habit, right? I believe this is exactly
Need to change. Need to change the
common
habit.
people lah, like us. We also do that.
Understand. Just now you say, right, the correct engine oil for the follow the service manual, right? But how to choose if I don't have the service manual to refer?
Well, normally you will refer to someone who actually know, and then okay, to make it very simple, there are few categories of car. We say a compact car,
Yeah.
just an ordinary car, and also the high performance car. Okay, if you driving in use a high performance car, driving in a very extreme condition, normally you have to choose. I mean, it's recommended for you to choose a fully synthetic oil.
Fully synthetic.
Okay, and then for you to feel the fuel economy, go for fully synthetic. So for the ordinary car, so just enough for you to buy a semi-synthetic. Because semi-synthetic is a blend of mineral and also
and fully
synthetic. So it is more cost effective as compared to synthetic, but slightly higher as compared to mineral oil. So that's why when we want to make a selection without any reference, normally look what type of car you are driving. So for compact, normally in average is about the viscosity 1030, 10W30 or 10W40.
Okay.
For older car, yes, that will be the best selection. Also, especially the mineral which actually recommended which required the high viscosity oil.
So if let's say mileage will affect or not, because example an old car, maybe 10 years old or 20 years old car, but he want to use fully synthetic. Can or not?
Okay, put it like this, if previously you are using fully synthetic, for example, so your car is already 10 or 15 years old, and you are using fully synthetic, now you want to change to semi-synthetic. I just give you an example, right? But if the engine condition, what I mean here, there is no need for you to top up the engine oil. You can continue and use the
engine
fully
oil,
synthetic.
burn, no engine oil leaking, all the thing, then you still can use fully.
No oil loss.
Yeah, no
we
oil
call
loss.
it oil
Correct.
loss lah. Yeah. Okay.
The reason why, Jason, because you want to get the optimum driving experience, you know,
Mm.
if you maintain the same oil viscosity and performance.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you will feel the fuel consumption also maintained throughout
Yeah,
your
yeah.
driving
Oh, I see.
condition. Yeah.
But if let's say last time I think I got one customer, he asked me, okay, last time he using 530, but got one time his workshop helped him change to 540 for maybe one or two times. Then
Yeah.
he realized he want to change back to 530. Still can or not?
Yes, still can. Like I
Still
say,
can,
make sure that there is no oil consumption.
Okay.
No oil
understand.
consumption. That means there is no oil loss like what
Oil
Eddie said
loss
just
lah,
now.
yeah.
Bila kita cakap you driving in a you are using your car, Grab car, right? Where I can consider as a extreme driving condition because apa you driving in city center, start stop kan banyak kan. So it is recommended to use fully synthetic because fully synthetic give you more protection to the engine and fuel economy. Regardless mileage high, but if the engine still in a very good shape, and what most important, you need to protect your engine because you use it for your income, for you to use it as a part of your work. So you kena jaga lah.
So the myth is actually not on the mileage itself. It's the condition of the engine.
Betul.
Yeah, the piston gear. Alright.
And then lagi satu, if I may add kan, not just engine oil, you have to look at your oil filter, air filter also.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
In the traffic kan, like I mentioned just now, there is a lot of dirt and dust. So this dirt and dust can go into your engine. How does it go? It pass through your air filter. You need to change oil filter also. Don't wait until the next oil change. Don't wait until totally blocked. You know, the air go into the engine because it will consume more fuel.
Understand. Okay, so guys, so when you change engine oil, remember to change oil filter and air filter together, yeah? Don't just change engine oil, you want to save money. That is much more dangerous. You spend money overhaul engine. Right. We talk about Nexstar, right? Okay, so what is special about Nexstar? A lot of our audience curious. What is the special about Nexstar and different together between Syntium?
Okay. For Nexstar, right? This Petronas Nexstar is developed formulated in Italy. So this is technology from the European, well established. You know, we have R&D center in Europe, and then Nexstar focus more on economic. You know, those who are looking for high performance, quality engine oil, but with the
budget friendly.
cost effective, budget friendly.
Alright, okay.
Budget friendly. So the oil also actually meeting up to the latest, API specification, which is API SP. So this is highest. So it's suitable for old and the modern engine.
Okay, yeah. I know now the latest is go to SQ, but SP is still common in Malaysia.
Correct.
Yeah, SQ is more to European standard lah. SQ, I think Malaysia not many cars still using the SQ standard yet. So SP for us is still the latest lah. Alright.
Allow me to add on. Actually, I received a lot of questions as well. Yang mana lebih baik, Nexstar atau Syntium? Actually, dua-dua pun baik. Both also good. Okay, in a simple analogy, I can compare it to RON 95 and RON 97 Premax. Alright? Okay,
Understand.
so you can see that, okay, 97 is actually formulated for performance. Right? It also depends on your usage. Okay, if let's say you nak everyday use, okay, just for point A to point B, okay, so you use RON 95 is memadai. Cukup dah. Correct or not? It's the same with our Nexstar as well. Right? If let's say your daily usage, okay, just for to fetch your son to the school or for you to drive to work,
Go
okay,
pasar beli.
drive santai-santai sahaja. Alright? Nexstar dah cukup. Okay. Alright. Budget friendly. And it also contains all those necessary additive untuk protect your engine. Okay. No worry on that. Alright. Gunakan tanpa was-was.
Yeah, understand.
Macam Syntium is a premium product, and then we develop with advanced additive technology. Where kalau you tengok dalam Syntium tu kita ada satu teknologi kita panggil Cooltech. So the mileage also is slightly higher lah. It can goes up to 20k, 30k depending on the OEM recommendation and your driving condition. Okay, for the fully synthetic punya range.
So it's the PAO based engine oil, right? For Syntium.
This is a synthetic.
Just synthetic, but can up to 20,000, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
understand.
yes.
But actually, for this case, right, most of the oil filter only lasts for 10,000 kilometer, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So how we need to still purposely change the oil filter in
Well,
this case?
that's why I say back to the OEM recommendation. If the OEM recommended to change up to 10 or 15K, you just follow. That means the system, the loop oil system will be designed to cater with that kind of services.
Okay. Okay, so guys, remember, don't drag the mileage. Every time time's up, just change. Don't drag. Don't lazy. All right. So regarding just now, you say the cool tech, right? Is any special about it? The cool tech, that is the additive or what technology? What kind of
Okay.
technical?
Talking about Syntium Cool Tech, right? This Syntium Cool Tech is specifically developed and designed for passenger car, for daily driving, and also for extreme driving condition. Okay. The cool technology actually focus to control the excessive heat in the engine.
Oh, excessive heat.
Yeah, how it works, cool tech focus on the hot zone region and then absorb the heat, transfer the heat. So that is how it works and stabilize
Okay.
the operating temperature in your engine.
Okay, but where he transfer the heat to?
Well, to outside.
Outside. Oh,
of the engine.
outside. Okay, okay.
From the radiator fan, all the feed, all those.
So the additive
yes,
can do
correct.
all these things, yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Like rocket science. Rocket science.
Yeah. And then one of the criteria of how we determine a good quality of engine oil, okay, exactly it able to maintain the quality, even though in very extreme temperature. Okay,
Yes,
The oil properties.
yeah,
This is
the
oil
the
properties, yeah,
properties,
understand.
right? Okay, this is the technology of the cool tech. All right, yeah.
Okay.
So the oil viscosity, for example, one of very important parameters, will stay stable throughout the any kind of operating condition.
Okay.
So
So
that what make Cooltech so special.
stable,
So
yes. The most important is the stability.
Yes.
Okay, understand. Right, guys. Can get right. Don't confuse, yeah. Some people say Nexa is a simplified version of Syntium. Is that true?
Well, like I say, Nexta is developed. With a high quality. Technology and base stock, and also meeting with the international standard. Performance level. Like I say, API, SP, which is the highest spec. It is made of a standard package additive as compared to Syntium. Syntium is developed with advanced package additive where we have the additional features which is cool tech. But for the protection, well, Nexta, yes, it's sufficient enough, especially for Japanese and national car.
So guys, if you're using other brands engine oil, right, premium brands, you want to change to Nexta, can. No worry, no problem. You can use. Alright? Okay, so talking about the price range of Nexta and Syntium, right? Some people thinking it's cheap doesn't mean good. Any comment about this?
Okay. Of course, the reason why we developed Nexta is actually, as we mentioned earlier, is actually for the mass market. Harga lebih murah. So right now because PMX kan, so harga madani lah untuk rakyat.
Mesra
Okay,
rakyat.
mesra rakyat.
Mesra
Okay.
rakyat.
Also as explained earlier that the positioning of this Nexta is actually different. Okay.
Compared to
So
Syntium.
Syntium, it contains
Advanced.
cool tech.
Yeah.
Okay, it's advanced additive. All right. Whereas Nexta, where we save on the value is actually we pass to consumer. Okay, we use those additive is actually adequate additive. Okay, it's actually approved in SPI as well. Okay, so harga ni is actually memadai. Yeah. Okay, adequate enough for everyday use.
Those who want to have a premium protection, advanced protection,
Go to Syntium.
go to Syntium. Syntium is the best because it's not just suitable, for daily driving, but also for high performance. And it is highly recommended, especially for European car,
European standard.
European car and European standard.
On top of that is actually not all BM or Mercedes user or Audi, okay, Continental car user, they like to rev. Some is actually they bought it for status as well. If let's say they drive it on santai, actually Nexta still can use. Alright? Okay. Yeah, still can use. Okay. Even though for a Japanese car like Honda FK8. FL5.
Mm.
Okay, they like to drag or race. They can actually go for better. Okay, example of Synthium, right?
Okay, I see.
Yeah. To summarize it, exactly Synthium for high performance. Right? Okay. Next
Premium
up,
protection.
yeah, premium protection. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Next up is for everyday use.
Yes.
Yeah.
If talking
Okay.
about this, right, if turbocharger car, right,
Yeah.
it's much more recommended to use 5W30 or 0W20. Yeah, talking
Well,
about the performance.
Mainly depends on the OEM recommendation.
Also refer back to
You
OEMs.
know, for example, like China car, the new China car, recommended 0W20 for the TGDI. That is turbocharger
Yes, yes,
gasoline
yes,
direct
yes,
injection.
yes, yes.
So that's why I say it's not have like one simple viscosity, universally available or suitable for Malaysia market. But it's all depends on the OEM recommendation. There is some OEM with turbocharger engine recommend 020, also recommend 530 and 540. So all back to the OEM recommendation.
I see, I see.
Uh,
Right, so guys can understand if you're driving a turbocharger car, right, still refer back your service manual. Just don't simply change and choose any engine oil. Refer back the service manual. Okay. Okay, so actually because we'll be selling parts, right? So we now facing a problem is actually a lot of fake engine oil is flooding on the market. So is the fake engine oil will affect the engine or not?
Yes, in long term and short term also it will affect the engine because most of the fake oil we encounter when we tested, there is no properties that actually meet with the supposed performance level offered from that oil. So when you use this counterfeit oil without a proper quality and properties, so it will start to thicken up, and cause slush and deposit in your engine.
Okay.
So sometimes it even can cause your engine to seize.
Yeah.
So that's why we not recommend. Long term round, your engine will damage faster.
In short term, it
In sh-
won't show the sign, but in long term,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
But how to prevent this? Because like counterfeit, how we know it's a fake oil
Well, this
for
is
for mass market
this is
user.
very difficult for us to control. But what we can advise actually the customer to go for our, reliable, what we call it, partner or dealers. For
Authorized
example,
dealer.
like
Official
Vanli,
dealer, yeah,
is
okay.
our partner, is our distributor. So they can go directly to this kind of shop. And then another thing, actually, be cautious when the price is too low.
All right.
Be cautious when the price is too low. So
It
again,
doesn't make sense lah.
Doesn't
Actually,
make sense, yes.
it doesn't make sense. The
Impossible a
price.
fully synthetic oil just sell you 50 ringgit, 60 ringgit. That's
Correct.
impossible.
Yeah.
and then always look at the serum label.
Serum label.
So nowadays, most of the engine oil comes with serum label, so you can check from there also. So that will help actually to minimize for you from purchase the imitate oil or fake oil in the market.
Okay, so guys, advertisement. So buy engine oil, come to Vanli. Especially Petronas next star. Alright. Okay. Okay, so I saw on YouTube or TikTok, I got the single arm loop tabs. Actually, any comment about this?
Well, okay, this is very interesting question. A lot of people ask me about this also.
Okay.
During the training and also engagement with the customer, right?
Hmm.
Well, it's not true actually.
Not true.
Single arm load test is only test the load, but you must understand in the engine there are a lot of things happening in the engine. You need to first clean the engine. You need to remove the heat, and of course you need to reduce wear and tear, and then a lot of factors actually. So single arm load test is just a part of it. So it has to be a combination of a package additive to protect the engine.
The HT, the high shear, high tear.
High shear, high
Correct.
high temperature, high shear,
Mm.
STHS,
I
so
see.
those kind of thing actually it's not only rely on one single test. It is combination of many type
Many
of tests.
tests together.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So you cannot just rely on that, a magic test, to tell that the engine is good.
The operating condition inside the engine is actually totally different.
Yes.
Okay, from what the test been shown. Okay, all right. Especially the heat, the pressure of the
Pressure.
piston, right? Okay, it rubs again the engine block. Okay,
Yeah.
all those exactly must take into account. right? Yeah.
Oh, that is a lot of things. So guys, it's not say you cannot trust TikTok or YouTube. You can trust, but not all.
Yes.
Okay, so just now we talked about engine. We also got talk about briefly about the oil filter, right? Okay, so here got two oil filter. Guys, you can guess which one is a ori, which one is a fake one.
Mm.
3,
Right.
2, 1. Okay, so which one? Which one is a true or fake? So you
Okay.
can see here is the difference.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. J is also a oil filter expert, right? Can you
Okay.
explain a bit about oil filter? What is the
Okay.
consequences we use fake
Okay.
oil filter?
I'm actually very lucky that actually I work in an oil filter company before that. We OEM for Proton and Produa. Okay, and we also actually private label for others brand as well. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, one of the important criteria to actually ensure the engine is actually perform at an optimum level is actually not necessarily just the engine oil. A part of it is actually the whole ecosystem. Okay, one of the example is actually the oil filter as well, where it do filter up all those particles. All right. Okay. A lot of in the market right now. Okay, there are a lot of fake, okay, imitation products. Okay, not necessary or just limited to engine oil, but it's also oil filter. Okay, how we differentiate the fake one? Of course, first of all, we can examine the label, the wording. All right, but right now the imitations players, okay, company they did they call it copy exact lah. Okay, they have AA product. Okay, not just limited to your LV handbag. Okay, so now all the imitation fake product on the spare part they also have a AA category. Okay, so a very simple test because it cover up. Okay, the canister cover up, you cannot see inside. Okay, the difference is actually the paper, the size of this filtering capability. Okay, so when this size is actually limit by half, all right, compared to this the full size here. Okay, so when it limit by half, definitely the filtering capability, the flow, okay, it's not as good as this one. Okay, so another way is actually very simple to conduct a test. Okay, is okay, you can see the height of this oil filter. Okay, I'm using a pen here. Okay, it's until here, right? Okay, so when you do a test, okay, it will also until this side. Okay, this side you can measure the height is until here, correct? But when you do this test, the height of this oil filter is also the same until here. But when you cucuk inside here, you can see or not? Okay, it's only until here. Yeah, tak habis. Okay, so the pen only boleh masuk sampai sini. Faham tak? So when you faham masuk sampai sini, that means sampai sini je lah. It reach until here, right? This is a simple test where you can conduct to ensure one of the way lah, not 100% to ensure whether the paper, the filtering system is inside is actually a full size or just a half size. All right. Okay. I hope this little sharing advice can help you out. All right. Thank you.
Mungkin saya boleh share sikit lah. Tadi
Ah.
Jason ada cakap kan,
Mm.
sometime even before the next oil change kan, so bila you open up your, what we call it, the cap,
the
check,
cap,
and then somehow the engine oil already turned to black.
Mm.
So that means a
yeah,
lot of dirts and
Carbon
particles
deposit, yeah.
already accumulated in your engine.
Engine.
So that is why very important also you to consider to change the engine oil, because why? That means the engine oil already filtered all the dirts, come from outside the environment and also from the byproduct of the combustion process. Because why? The function of the oil filter is to filter. So the
Yeah.
sizing of the oil filter is very small, which is 20 micron. You know, our hair, the size of our hair, you know how many micron? Is 70 to 80 micron.
Oh, thicker
So
than the
now,
oil. Oh, okay.
yes,
Mm.
smaller than the, so
okay,
that means
okay.
you have taken care of your oil filter also. Because the sizing is very micron. And then after a while, because you produce a lot of dust, drive in the extreme driving condition, so change also the oil filter frequently.
Okay, let me talk a bit. Exactly, I show you how the application of the oil filter works here. Okay, so you can see at the bottom of the base plate, bottom plate of this oil filter. Okay, you can see a lot of small hole, and then one is actually the
Thread.
with a thread. Okay, this is the mounting position. All right. Okay, so engine oil is actually they flow in via this small hole. Okay, they flow in via this small hole, and then at the bottom there is actually a anti-drain valve. There is a rubber that prevent the engine oil to actually flow back. Okay, so the engine oil actually flow into this small hole, and then it actually accumulate here outside of this filter paper. Okay, so this paper is exactly what it does is exactly as mentioned by my colleague. The particle, it will filter out particle larger than 20 micron. Okay, whichever lesser, then it will pass through. All right. Okay, so it will pass through, absorb inside this paper, and then it will flow back out. Okay, back to the engine. Right. Okay. So what happens? Okay, when my colleague mentioned when you open up the engine oil cover, the cap. Okay, so you notice a lot of black particles or carbon deposit or whatever. Okay, this mentioned that this oil filter itself is already clogged up. Okay, so when you open up, usually we don't open up lah. Okay, so we open up this exactly to educate you. So oil filter is already clogged up. Okay, what happened is that so the engine oil will continuous flow via this small hole, and then it will not dust the filter already because it's already clogged up. Okay, what happened is that the engine oil will flow through and bypass this valve via this bypass valve. All right. Okay. So this means this oil filter is already does not do its function.
Due to change.
Okay, so you need to change already. Okay, if let's say you still continue to use, that means all those engine particles will flow back to your engine.
Okay, you guys can understand so important don't see a cheap oil filter, then you just buy because I got
Yes.
encounter one case before.
Mm.
One of my customer he buy engine oil from us, but he didn't buy the oil filter from us. He buy from nowhere, I don't know where, and then end up the fake oil filter cannot withstand the pressure of the engine oil.
Yeah.
He just drop out from the oil filter housing there, end up the engine oil spill, and the engine just gone. Need to overhaul.
That's why be careful. Sometimes cheap component can cost expensive,
Yes,
for you to
save-
repair.
you save,
It's a bit-
save 10 ringgit, you
yeah.
spend 1,000 to fix
Yeah,
it.
yes,
Ah,
correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so one thing about engine oil also, right? We go back to engine oil. Sometime after I change the engine oil, maybe about 1,000 or 2,000 miles, the engine oil suddenly change to black color. Is that will affect the engine oil or not?
Well, that is a very good question also, Jason.
Mhm.
So when you look at the oil somehow change, the
Yeah,
appearance,
yeah, the color.
black in color.
Mhm.
So that means the engine oil do the job very well.
Very well. Okay.
So it clean up all those dirt in the engine and then put up at the bottom of the oil sump.
Oil pan. Okay.
Yes.
So does it mean I need to change earlier or still can wait for the 10,000 example for the
Of course, if you can change earlier, it's much better because it indicate that the oil
my engine
work
very dirty.
very hard
So
because
my
so
engine
much.
very dirty.
Yes,
Yeah,
like I
and-
say in the traffic environment, so a lot of byproduct will be produced from the
Mm.
engine. I mean from the burn of fuel and air.
See,
So when you have a lot of byproducts, so that means the engine oil have to work harder to clean up those kind of dirts.
I see.
So
I
that's why
see.
you can see the appearance look black in a shorter period, right? So you have to change it.
Because personally I'm using fully synthetic also, the Petronas and using, but I change it every 6 months or maybe 5,000 mileage.
I see.
So will it be too early or okay?
Preemptive is better than cure.
Better than late
Yeah.
lah. Early is better than late. Okay, so guys, if you have budget, change earlier.
Yeah.
That's why we also recommend check the dipstick, engine oil
Yeah.
dipsticks every month to ensure the color of the engine oil is still exactly looks good lah. Okay, not too dark. All right.
So not oil dipstick is not only give you check the oil level, check the oil color also.
Correct.
Which
Okay.
determine the quality lah of the engine oil. Alright.
Okay, last question.
Mm.
Any facts about Nexstar that Malaysia consumer don't know yet?
Okay. I received this inquiry. A lot of actually user they still ask me, hey, is Nexstar actually imported product? Alright, because
Okay,
at the
okay. That is
bottle itself here,
Italy technology, right?
okay, because at the bottle itself here, it mentioned here Italian technology. Okay, so I would like to clarify and I would like to take this opportunity to actually educate Malaysian user. Okay, so let me share a bit of Petronas. Actually, Petronas we bought over FL Selenia, FL Selenia. All right, this company is actually based in Italy, Turin. Okay. Our R&D center is actually also based in Turin in Italy. All right. This product is developed by our research, okay, in Italy. All right. That's why it's mentioned here Italian technology. But we have a Malacca blending plant. Okay.
So the factory production plant is at Malacca. But taking that
Correct.
technology from Italy.
Italy, right? Okay, this is 100% made in Malaysia product suitable for Malaysian climate and user. Okay, so gunakan tanpa was-was. Alright.
Okay. Okay, good answer, huh? Yes. Nice tip, really. Okay, so guys, so I think today we learned a lot. Yeah. Okay, thank you for your time also.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, anything you want to talk to our audience?
Okay. Remember, yeah, when you just a friendly reminder. Okay, so constantly check your engine oil. Okay, hopefully, it's good that if let's say you make it an interval, monthly interval, all right, and then we have this Nexstar. It's made in Malaysia product, and stay tuned. Actually, we also develop our own oil filter as well. Okay, so you will see it in the market.
Pastikan dapat minyak Petronas Nexstar daripada ejen kami yang betul. Contohnya Vanli. So our dealer untuk Petronas Nexstar.
Alright, okay guys, okay. Thank you for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Surif, alright, thank you.
Korang boleh follow kita punya YouTube, korang boleh subscribe, korang boleh tekan. Ada juga kita punya website. Korang betul nak tengok dalam website kita ada banyak gila barang-barang yang best untuk korang dapatkan pada hari ini.